This man is secretly putting paint inside his girlfriend's bag, but a little girl shows everything to the woman using a mirror. The woman gets shocked. The little girl walks away quietly. The boyfriend says, "Okay, my love, I hope your job interview goes really well." The woman, a bit nervous, says, "Thank you, darling, but I have to go now or I'll be late." She leaves, but the paint starts leaking from her bag. The boyfriend smirks and says, "Now it's time for my business." A little while later, a boy starts following the woman. When she looks at him, he quickly turns away. The woman gets scared and keeps walking. Suddenly, the little girl says, that way, go that side." The woman turns and goes in that direction. The little girl quickly erases the paint trail and pours water on the ground. When the boy comes to look for the woman, he slips and falls. Then a short boy pulls the woman and says, "Give me your purse." But the little girl shows up and says, "Give her the purse. We'll distract him." She climbs onto the short boy's shoulders and hands the woman a paper with the police station's map. They both wear a big coat and leave. When the boy sees the disguised kids, he says, "No point hiding. The paint from your bag tells me who you are." He runs toward them and removes their coat, but sees small kids underneath. He says, "Wait, who are you?" The kids start running. The boy blocks them and says, "You're not going anywhere until you tell me where that girl is." The little girl replies, "We don't know who you're talking about." The boy yells angrily, "I'm not going to ask again. Tell me where she is before I—" Suddenly, the woman returns with police officers and shouts, "That's him. That's the man." The policewoman arrests the man and says, "I've been searching for him for months, and finally, I've caught him." The little girl says, "I heard everything that man and her boyfriend said." A little while earlier, the boyfriend had said, "She's very pretty. I'm sure she'll earn you a lot of money." The man replied, "I hope so because you're charging me a lot." The boyfriend gave him a big amount of money and said, "Now tell me, when can I take her?" The man said, "Today. She has a job interview, so when no one's around, grab her." The boyfriend asked, "But how will I recognize her?" The man showed him a paint bottle and said, "She'll leave a paint trail behind her." Then both men walked away, but the little kids had heard everything. One kid said, "Did you hear that? They're going to kidnap her." The short boy asked, "What do we do now?" The little girl replied, "I have a plan." After hearing the full story, the police officer arrests the man. The woman thanks the kids and says, "Thank you both so much. You saved my life. I never imagined my own boyfriend would do this to me." But the story doesn't end here. The boyfriend, happy with the money, says, "Finally, I bought the phone I always wanted, and now my friend will be with that girl. Well, now I just need to find a new girlfriend." Just then, a voice from behind says, "A new girlfriend? What do you mean, my dear?" He turns around and sees his girlfriend standing there. The policewoman arrests him. The girlfriend says, "You thought you could get away with this? No, you'll pay for what you did. I'll make sure you spend a long time in jail." She takes the money and the phone box from his pocket. The police take him away. The woman tries to give the money and the phone to the kids, but the kids say, "We can't take this. We didn't do it for money." The woman says, "I know, but this is the only way I can say thank you. Please accept it." If you like this video, please like and share it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.